Hey guys, it's Nathan again, back with some of my art videos, and it's been a little while. I have actually come back to some old stuff that I have saved up, because before I took a break from making any videos, I saved up a bunch of content both on my game, playing Zelda, and then also with my art. And then for some reason, when I had a bunch of content ready to, saved and ready to make videos, it just kind of killed my motivation to actually make them instead of in the moment making the videos as I produce content. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. I got a new camera from my friend Lewis, and I got some new lighting going on here, so I've kind of upgraded my little station for video making. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started showing you guys my drawing of Bulbasaur. So basically I'm going to outline my process here. What I've been doing is drawing on with pencil and paper outside of Photoshop, and then I take a picture with my phone and upload it into Photoshop, and then I kind of draw over it, and then I can make any changes that I want to from there and kind of clean the image up. So with this one, you can see I'm using Clip Studio or Manga Studio. This is before I actually switched to Photoshop, which I've been using as of late. The only reason I didn't use Photoshop before, it was a little less intuitive, so it just took me a while to figure it out. I tried to make images, I tried to do drawings on there, but the pressure sensitivity wasn't working, and I didn't really understand what was going on, so I just opted out of using it at all. And so that's why I stuck with Manga Studio for the longest time. I started watching Keenan Lafferty's videos though. He was the lead art designer at Riot Games, which, if you know me at all, I play a lot of League of Legends, or at least I used to. So his videos have been extremely helpful. It's also helped me not do this process of drawing a line and erasing and drawing a line and erasing and drawing a line and erasing. You can kind of just do your lines and go back and edit later and overpaint and that sort of thing. And that's been extremely helpful for me. But this is kind of my old process that you can see. I just take a picture, put it on, kind of draw a line. If it didn't look good, take it back off, and then yeah. So anyways, the whole idea behind this was I was planning to draw one of every Pokemon. Obviously I didn't get very far because I only drew Bulbasaur, but I actually was really happy with how this turned out. I feel like my artwork's been getting better because I've been adding shading to it, both shading and lighting. Even if I don't necessarily know exactly how to make it look the best or exactly where shadows should go, I'm at least adding it, and then I'm starting to feel that it's looking better or right. But as I put color in here, you can see that I just kind of slap it in there, and then it's its own layer, and then I can erase anything that I don't want in it, and then you make a layer on top of that, and then you can put all the shading and things over the color. And then as I go through, you can always make touch-ups. So if I feel a line doesn't look very right, or it doesn't look correct, I can just erase it out and edit it, and everything is its own layer, so it makes it a lot easier. Whereas if I just tried to do all this on one layer, it would be very difficult to fix, which is what happened with my tree drawing. Is I saved it in a file, a JPEG file, after I had made changes, and so I couldn't really feasibly go back and do anything about that and fix it. But anyways, this turned out pretty decent. I put the backlight, I put a different color in the background, that purple, because it helps me to see anywhere that I've missed or left, accidentally drew out of the lines basically. and it makes it very easy for me to touch it back up. And something that I have been getting better at, I feel I've been getting better at, is I'm not zooming in and out as much anymore. On this drawing, I still am kind of doing that, but on Photoshop I've learned about panning using the space bar, and so I don't really have to, like the way I was moving around the image before was to zoom out, and then you would put the mouse at a different part, and then you would zoom back into that, and that's how I would rotate the screen around the image. So then when I would put out videos, it would just look very jumpy because I would speed it up and it would just zoom in, out, and it was kind of bad on the eyes. So that's one change that I wanted to make it a little more pleasant for anyone that chooses to watch. I don't know. I go through on this image and get kind of the smaller shading where it's on the flowers, it's on his claws, things like that. I also tried to visualize by putting a little sun in the corner and having sunlight rays come down on it, and that helped me, I think, to do the shading a little bit more correctly, more than I would have. And then what really makes the image pop for me and what I'm really happy about is going through, and you just can color over the line art that you have. So when I add like the grays and greens instead of the black outline, it kind of softens the image up and it makes it feel more organic, I guess, rather than it just being I don't know, the black outline just doesn't make it look like it's part of the image. It kind of just looks like one of those sheets of paper that you color in as a kid in like a coloring book. So yeah, I took that out, and then I was kind of browsing through Pinterest and Instagram, and I saw this kind of design where they're just putting the circles behind the images, and it ended up looking really cool, I think. So anyways, I'm going to show you guys here what the final, I don't know where anything's at right now, but somewhere. I'm going to show you what the final copy of the Bulbasaur turned out looking like, and this is definitely one of the pieces I'm more proud of, and maybe inspires me to go ahead and keep working towards drawing all the Pokemon, which is a lot. Kind of a tall task. Don't know if I want to get in on that one just yet. But anyways, that about wraps up my Bulbasaur drawing. And yeah, I'm still getting used to talking over my drawing videos, so I might be talking a little fast, and I'm definitely a bit nervous, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time.